Hey, welcome to my cluttered office here at the Sweet Home Evangelical Church. It's overtime with Pastor Brian, and we're going to talk about last Sunday's message like we do. And last Sunday, I titled the message, I Got Problems, because, well, I do. But the week before, we were in Matthew 17, right at the beginning there, where there's this transfiguration experience, and Moses and Elijah show up with Jesus on top of the mountain, and the disciples are like, what in the world is going on? And we talked about focusing on Jesus a week ago Sunday, but last Sunday it was, what happens after this amazing event? Kind of like what happens after you go on a great vacation or go to camp and they call this a mountaintop experience. And then you come home and everything is just, you're trying to process this and figure out what happened. Or sometimes you've gone on vacation, you come home and everything falls apart. I've done that a couple times. It's just, what happened here? But we've got three problems that we kind of faced here after the coming down from the Mount of Transfiguration. The first one was the disciples, they just didn't understand what happened. And they're asking Jesus, and there's this whole timeline thing, and they got questions about Elijah and when that happens, and basically they had questions of biblical prophecy, just like people today have. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked over the years, are we in the end times, and how does this work out, and you should preach sermons on Revelation and prophecy, and I kind of get it. However, it's more important that we live for Jesus in the meantime rather than we get the whole timeline figured out. And that's kind of what Jesus was telling the disciples is, you just need to watch for what God is doing and follow him. The second problem, they come down from the mountain and there's the disciples, and there's a guy who shows up and his son has seizures and everything, and they don't quite know how to handle this or fix this. There's the 9 disciples are left there, and they can't help him, and they can't help his son. And Jesus, and that's a problem we have in life too, where sometimes we just can't do everything we want to do. There's all kinds of good things I want to do. I get all kinds of requests for donating to causes that are great causes that I can't support everything. And how do we sort this out? And there's things I want to do. I want to help people. I wish I could do more, but I just can't. And we all feel like that, where I wish I could do more, but I just can't do it. And the solution is, though, just know that Jesus can do what I can't do. They came down from the mountain and they couldn't help this guy and take care of his son, and they waited on Jesus. It wasn't easy, and sometimes waiting on Jesus is difficult. There's this whole crowd there, and there's a lot of pressure on the 9 disciples. Do something. You're with Jesus. You're part of his crew. Do something. And he's out of the office right now. We don't know what to do. And they're freaking out. And they waited, and Jesus shows up. And sometimes it's not easy, but it's always good policy. We're going to wait on Jesus because Jesus can do what I can't do. And then the third question, they come to Jesus and afterwards and they say, Jesus, why couldn't we do this? Why is it like this? Why were you able to help this guy and we couldn't, and we've done this before, and why? And we all have these why questions in life too, don't we? Why is it like this? Why do I have to wait? Why do bad things happen? Why is it always just this is the case in everything? And we have a ton of why questions in life. And the disciples had some why questions. They came to Jesus, and Jesus says, you know what? You need to grow in your faith. Our faith is not limited. It's not like we just have a certain supply of faith and we can't get beyond that. No. You can grow in your faith. Jesus says, why do you have so little faith? When he says that, it's not a It's not a rhetorical question. It's a, well, kind of is, but it's more of a, why aren't you working on getting more faith in your life? Why are you not growing in your faith? Why are you not taking some steps to grow in your faith here? And sometimes to grow in our faith, we need to grow deeper in our knowledge of God, deeper in our knowledge of Scripture. And sometimes we just need to have some experiences where we launch out in faith and say, oh boy, this is beyond me, so I'm going to have to learn to trust in Jesus all the more. And so we've got, we have problems in life, and a lot of our problems is we just don't understand. We can't do it. We don't even know why life is the way it is. But in the end, just need to watch for what God is already doing. Know that Jesus can do what I can't do, and we need to grow in our faith in Him. Don't just assume that, well, I'll just muddle along here, but we can grow in our faith and grow in our knowledge of God. Hey, that's the wrap up of Sunday's message. Hope you're having a great week. And I don't know if we're gonna get midweek update. This is crazy week here. Our daughter's getting married on Saturday, so we'll see if I can get Donna Lynn to do a midweek update with me this week. Hey, Lord bless you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.